Good morning, Facebook and my audience out there today. We are in a different location today, but it's all good. And I do want to apologize for my late attendance this morning. We're starting late, but we still got a good show regardless of what. But I just want to start with our motivation this morning. It doesn't matter how long it's been or how impossible it looked. All the forces of darkness cannot stop what God wants to do. Romans 8:31, what shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? You never know how strong you are until you have to be. So now you are listening to Story Time with your host, Miss B, on IntellectualRadio.com. Today's show, we have a special guest today that's going to sit beside us. Everything in her life. This is Miss Erica Ferguson. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine. I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you here. Sorry, like I said before, but everything, I did not know coming down Manhattan Road, they had really like cut everything off the way they did. And I know one day I came out here a couple weeks ago and I was always by the airport, and I didn't know I got by the airport. But then today I was like, you know what? I gotta focus because I don't know the whole split of the road the way they did it. So I was able to come through that. And then I got in my car and I realized that I was a notch before E. So I was like, oh, got to get some gas. That's why when you guys should always get when it's on your mind, you should get it. So I was like, everything is like running. And I was up early this morning, but I guess they, forces. Oh, well, we can go on. But yeah, so how have you been since I've been there making my Jill Scott picture portfolio that my daughter said looks like Oprah Winfrey.
You have a fierce Jill Scott. That's
I
all.
know.
She's fierce.
Yes, she is.
I'm doing good.
That's good.
Things are going really well over at Pink Giraffe, our studio. We had our Prince happy birthday paint session last night, and it was really nice.
Session.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're not gonna quite get into all your goodies because I've read your story. We got a coffee and conversation today that a lot of people I've asked about this specific topic. And they gave me their input on it. But first, I want to start off by giving our entrepreneur tip for this morning. Being successful often means learning from those who have already achieved their goal. Having a mentor is a blessing to an entrepreneur, but everyone does not know. And here's a couple of tips. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself by doing it, even though it might seem hard and it might seem impossible. Just challenge yourself. Set some goals before you see what you want to do. And Erica's actually gonna give us a couple of tips on that because as I read your bio, that also I got some information from that, and it says do work you care about. Don't do something that you see somebody else do, or you feel that, oh, I did this so because this person did it and this worked for that person. So do something that you care about and take some risks. Take risks. That's about being an entrepreneur. You're saying that I want to take a risk. I want to do this. I want to do this for myself, and believe in yourself and believe in your vision. So those are a couple of things, entrepreneur tips for today. So today's coffee and conversation is, do you feel that a woman should propose to a man?
Oh, this is a.
So I had a couple people tell me, well, no, because I feel that a man should always propose to a woman. I don't feel a woman should propose to a man. So what do you think on that tip?
So I'll just say this. In high school, I approached a young man that I liked,
Uh-oh.
and it didn't end well. He was dismissive of my infatuation with him. So a woman should not propose to a man. A man should propose to a woman. I would just say that usually on average, but you get those outliers, those cases where both individuals are mature or like truly in love with each other and it doesn't matter.
So as you know, I have been posting a young lady on my page that proposed to her boyfriend. I actually reached out to her yesterday. Actually, they live in Louisiana. They doesn't. So I was trying to get her to come to the show today, but till then, and she didn't see anything wrong with that. And honestly, when I looked through her timeline, you would be amazed how many people congratulated her on that. So I think I don't know why we feel so against it because it's not in the Bible where it says that a man, a woman, or a man should propose to each other. It's nowhere in there where God says that a woman proposed to a man or a man proposed to a woman. I think it all comes from uh, the individual, you would say, um, tradition, because that's something that we have seen our mothers and our forefathers and on down the line that has actually done this. So guess what? We feel because they did it that way, that's the way it's supposed to be. But what's the right and the wrong way of that?
Well, I would say right and wrong is up to the individual. In my case, I don't want to be vulnerable. And me asking a man to marry me is putting me in a place of vulnerability where I'm hanging, just waiting for him to either accept or not. And I think a man can handle and deal with that better than I can. In my case.
Well, I think all women's, because rejection is not our biggest strong point. We feel that that's something that a man's supposed to do anyway because that's what we were taught. We were taught that he goes out of his way to do this big old proposal. It's this I want
Almost
he
like a rite of passage.
yeah, you dream about the day my sweetheart proposed to me. This day has finally come, and now we have to look at too because we don't get the proposal we want, we get upset too. So even though we get the proposal from the man, we still don't get the proposal we want. Some men will be in the bed and be like, "Hey, you want me to get married tomorrow?" You be like, "Yeah, let's get married tomorrow." Would you consider that a proposal or just hey? And then one day you just then there's people like, "Let's get married."
Well, I just think it should be some effort. I'm not going to put any parameters around it. It doesn't have to be in pairs, even though if you get that, kudos to you. But I would just say there just needs to be some effort because it is a serious matter to ask me to spend the rest of my life with you. And it shouldn't just be so casual, like sitting down eating dinner. You like, oh, yeah, baby, would you marry me? No, like,
Pass me a piece of chicken.
yeah.
Oh, you want to get married tomorrow, by the way?
So some effort, some effort.
I believe so too. I mean, I don't. You don't have to go through the whole red carpet ordeal. It can even be like we're on vacation and we're just out enjoying the vacation. Say, hey, I thought about it. You are the best thing. I know I could see a future with us, and I could see us growing together as a husband and wife. Would you marry me? So I'm like, I'll take that. But I'm not going to take you like past the chicken and we watching Power,
Empower.
and you all of a sudden in between commercials, like, I was thinking, you know, I think we should get married.
Yeah, I think it should
I
more
think you should
effort
have
should
a
be put
little
into it.
effort in it. Even I don't think you need to go through. Oh, let's go and have my whole family and we're doing this whole dance routine and you
Well, I
getting.
mean, if you
I
can
mean, if you
get
can do
that,
that,
absolutely.
yeah. But and I think when you put a lot of effort into it like that, people start thinking like you're gonna put a lot of effort into this whole marriage thing, and then sometimes it doesn't turn out that way. Sometimes, and then being I guess when my think of being proposed to or being me being a proposer, I would not gonna say yes and I'm not gonna say no. Because sometimes we can get so enthralled into a person, man or woman, we feel that yeah, this is the person we want. And then my think on it is a man usually do stuff because they just see a woman to give that woman that okay feeling.
Mm.
And I think if a woman does it, I think the man will probably do it out of a okay feeling to satisfy you because that's something that you want. Because if it was up to women, we would propose to probably every man we meet. And we
Well,
fought some of them we would,
yeah.
we would give ourselves like, okay, I'm gonna give him a percentage of this proposal.
Well,
And
I would just say, in order for me to propose to a man, I am gonna have to be head over heels, punch drunk in love to just be like, look, baby, we just need to do this. I need you in my life. Like he's gonna have to do everything right.
but what if he doesn't? What if he's not that knight in shining armors, but he has those potentials to be your knight in
Well, yeah,
shining armor, and maybe he doesn't just have what we want him to have, and maybe and just
I mean, he could
maybe.
be an average Joe, but he just has to be just doing everything in his capacity to make me happy in order for me to just say, you know what? I gotta pop the question. This is the one. I haven't experienced that.
The pop
For
question one.
no, I haven't experienced an infatuation or love so strong. But I do agree with you that a lot of conditioning just through the years and because of tradition or what societal norms dictate that a man should do it. But right and wrong is up to the individual. If that's right for you as a woman to propose, then do it. In the place that I am, no,
And
I don't want that.
a lot of women I talked to about it, they were like, no, 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 no. I don't want that. I want him to propose. I want him to propose to me. Okay, I understand that, but is it right? Because this couple, do you feel that because she proposed to him, their marriage wouldn't work?
I think the question is it right for you? You know,
That can be choose too,
is it right
because
for you?
I don't know. Because if I love somebody, because men are slow.
They are.
You'll be with them for 12,000 years before they even decide if they want to marry you. I feel if you with somebody 6 months, you know if this person right for you. I don't think you need to go right for you, not married for you, but just right. This is somebody I can look forward to putting my energy into and taking it a long way. I put my energy into somebody for 4 years, and it didn't turn out all as much as I thought it would. I put my energy into somebody for 10 years, and both times, one time I did get married to, and the other time I just got proposed to, and that proposal is forever. And I just feel like that was some years I could never get back.
I would say because I'm divorced. My husband, we dated for about 7 or 8 months and then got married. I was 24.
He was young.
Yeah. And I thought it was right. And so, after we got married, it just kind of went downhill. So it was like just amazing up into the wedding, and then I just think it had to do with like a difference in values because he was Cuban,
Wow.
and so I think
I think
we
when you do marry somebody, you got to definitely make sure that you have a lot in common and you going in the same
that's
direction.
important, and goals,
And
setting
goals,
goals.
because I don't want to be somebody that's a motivator and you can't handle me being motivated
That was what
to
was going on with
move
us.
forward. Because if I move forward, you move forward, but you got to understand that me moving forward might take away from a lot of things that we have to do in life. It might take away from me hanging out some mornings or some nights. I might push the button a little bit, but that don't mean I'm gonna push it all the way.
Mm.
So I'm not gonna say because you propose to a man that your marriage is not gonna last. I just feel that we're so tradition to men proposing to women. That's what we look for.
Yes,
So when we do see something as a woman, like the young lady proposed to her boyfriend, we don't really know the ins and outs, how long they've been together, how he ride or died with her. We always look at the man like, oh, you was in trouble, you did this, I got you, da, da, da. But it could have been the opposite. He could have been there for her. So
that's true.
she felt that you are enough that I can say to make you my own.
That could have
So
been
it
the
can be a
case very
whole
well.
nother avenue that we didn't see, or what they've been through that we didn't see. So now we at a point where, oh, okay, y'all did this, and this girl's on Facebook and she's proposing to this guy, and who does that? We have our own thought pattern on, because of our tradition. Why did she propose to that guy? What was the outlook of it? But we don't even know the background. See, we always see a man as a bad person and the bad lookout bad person, but we never look at maybe she was the bad person.
Hmm.
Maybe she's the one that needed the ride or die and not him. And that's probably why she felt like this person has my back. This person has me no matter what. Hands down. I want to make you my husband. No, now my thing is, do I gotta buy you an engagement ring?
I mean that it would be fitting to if you're gonna initiate it that.
I'm not buying you no ring. They better
Rita.
start making engagement rings for women, because guess what? I guarantee you this is gonna flood like water. Gonna be so many people out here that say I proposed to my husband. Oops, I proposed to my husband. It's gonna be matter of fact, one of my coworkers told me that she has a friend that proposed to her husband. So this is gonna be big. This is gonna. It seems like when I bring stuff out in the open, it all start coming out. So my thing is, if you propose to your guy, is it wrong to propose to
No,
him?
no.
I don't think, honestly, people, I don't think it's wrong. I think it's all about if you love this person or not. It doesn't matter if they're right or wrong, because I feel that you should be able to propose to someone that you care about. I mean, a man or woman. If you in love with them, you in love with them. If you not, you not. I mean, just
I'm
be
looking for that kind of love
just,
so I
just
can
hello,
propose.
just be. I ain't buying you no ring though. I'm buying you. I think they need to buy.
A
They
promise
there
ring.
you go. I ain't buying you no engagement ring that I'm gonna give you on your wedding day. I'm gonna buy you one of them little black rubber band things,
Ooh,
and then that's
Rita.
gonna be your engagement ring. Cause I'm not finna buy you no ring, and you gonna boo bye. I'm not. I
But
can't.
if you feel so strong, if your
Why?
emotions exactly, Rita, if
I
you
want the ring.
if
I want.
you are moved by love
I gotta go
so
buy him a
strong,
ring.
why not?
Okay, I'm gonna buy you a ring, 99.99. They got them at Walmart all
Rita, you
day
can't put a
long.
price on love.
So you should take this 99.99 ring and call it a day. Cause guess what? Cause I guess that'd be wrong too. Because if they propose to us and they bring us a 99.99 ring, we gonna be like, it's
Mm.
cute, but
Well, see, one step at a
right.
time,
Let
Rita.
me
One
let
step at a time.
what
So
let
you
let's
get
let's
the proposal, you take this promise ring. We'll work up. Maybe in another 10 years, we'll be there where it's
boo.
like,
I'm not even giving you 10 years. We gonna get one first year. We gonna go to the store and I'm gonna help you pick out the right ring.
I'm talking about in the reverse.
Oh, when
Because
he in the future he gonna come back and say,
no, right. So if a woman proposes to a man, one step at a time, you got the proposal, brother. So take this promise ring. And then in the next 10 years, we can move toward, oh, you get the proposal from the woman and you get a $10,000 ring.
but see, men ain't like that. They gonna be like, boo. If you propose to me, I want you to bring me the same price ring that I will bring you. So that means I got. But see, if they rings don't really cost that much unless you start putting diamonds in them.
Yeah, because it's usually just a band.
It's just the band. So I can afford you a ring with maybe a diamond, and put in 5 years I give you your upgrade
So that's
to two
not
diamonds.
Walmart.
That ain't Walmart
Okay.
special. So you'll get something besides Walmart special. But I just feel that a woman should be able to propose to her man too.
I agree.
I just feel, I don't feel that it's because it's not biblical where God says marry. That's all he said. He didn't say who proposed to who. We came up with
And
this
be
tradition
fruitful
and
and
multiply.
multiply.
That's all he said. But I can't be fruitful, but I can definitely marry you. I can't be fruitful, but I can marry you. But I just think if you love somebody and you feel like, not just say I love this person that I just want to be with you and marry you. Look at the whole value of it. Look at this. Can I grow with this person? Can we move to the next level with this person? Can we have a life together with these? Look at the values. And if you feel, don't always, men probably need, men need that extra push. So you got to kind of like make it work for them. So I feel that if you want to propose, and I know I'm gonna get backlash Monday
The comments are coming
morning.
up. The comments are coming up.
Oh Lord, Rita, what is you saying? I'm saying it's okay.
It's okay.
It's
To each
okay.
his own. It's
If you
it's
feel
not a
you love
guidebook.
him and you feel that you want to make that man your husband, you can marry him. The Bible did not say you shouldn't propose. He didn't even say nothing about proposal, honestly. He just said when a man find a wife, he finds a good thing and obtain favor.
And then
Right.
there's
He didn't
that
say
thing about,
propose to him. He
oh
said when
yeah.
he finds. Oh my producer over here telling me something totally different than what I'm saying. She's saying when he finds, now she want to put technicalities on it.
There's principalities in
You
it.
know, when he finds a wife. So I guess because he found you, he the one that's supposed to propose to you. I think that's where we're coming with this
To
avenue.
each his own. To each his own.
Yeah, she did it, and I congratulate Cleo. Her name is
Congratulations.
Cleo.
You brave
Congratulations,
girl.
you brave,
I
brave
want to be
girl.
like you when I grow up.
Somebody, my friend Cassandra, saying something, but I can't really read what she's saying because I know she's trying, probably saying the same thing my producer's saying. Cassandra, I understand, honey. I understand. I know what you're saying. I can't even see what you're saying, but I know what you're saying. I already know what you're saying. I understand it. I can't even see it. I mean, just me and her spirit just kind of connect to this avenue. And I understand that everybody is saying, when a man finds a wife. So because you found me, you proposed to me.
It's
Whew,
your
this heat
interpretation.
and
It's
this
your
conversation.
interpretation.
Yeah, it's how you want to do it and how you get it. And so, I do. This is a deep conversation here. I wish we could just kind of stay here and just kind of listen to Cassandra preach to me about this whole avenue. But I'm going to share it on. Definitely, we're going to talk about this. We're going to continue this conversation on my story time. Facebook page and even on Facebook page, please. I am going to respond to you, Miss Trent, and I know we're gonna go back and forth. So anybody that want to kind of join our conversation, you more than welcome to, because that's going to be a little deep about what she's going to say about it, because I already know where she's going with it. But we don't want to go there because we definitely want to see what Miss Erica going to tell us about her avenue. Erica is the owner of Giraffe Photo Studio, and she had, if you read her story is kind of letting people know that you can have a striving business on the south side. And the one thing about your business that I gravitated to, it's not the I'm going to paint the birds, the trees, and the skies, and the blues, and all the cups and all that. Yours is more so we're going to paint artists. Jill Scott. Like you said, yesterday because of Prince's birthday, y'all painted Prince. And so, what gave you the mindset to change the whole turn of it to bring in artists instead of doing the birds, the flowers, the trees, and the grass?
I would say that I enjoy drawing the birds, the flowers,
Oh, okay.
and painting. But I wasn't getting a response, and so just trying to channel creativity. Said, hey, just thinking about artists that I love and I admire, and not just artists, influential people like Oprah or Obama or Michelle Obama, um, and really channeling my inner college student because I went to Northern. Shout out NIU Huskies.
You
I went,
heard that right. Cassandra, stop
go
talking about that.
Huskies. In college, I worked at the bookstore, and posters was like such a big thing. People would come to the bookstore and get posters, or go to Walmart and get posters, and just paint their walls with posters of Jimi Hendrix, Che Guevara. So I was just thinking, like, what is something that people would want to hang up? You know what I'm saying? That they could admire and really like. And so, um, last year I did my first Prince event. I had 20 people there, and it was such a hit. So I said, okay, I'm gonna start looking at when artists' birthday are, or if they're in town for a concert, and kind of trying to project and planning events around that. And it has turned out to be a great success. That's kind of what my niche is, what my target market wants. So either artists or like black art.
And I noticed on one of your videos, you guys kind of danced in the aisle. So is that part of the whole creation of coming in and paint, or y'all just got up and
We
just
were
wanted to
just
jam?
feeling it. We were just
Uh,
feeling it.
and I think that's the fun part of it is that you can go somewhere and you can feel it. Not saying that you cannot feel it in other um, photo art studios, but to come to your studio and just be able to be comfortable and be able to see. Not my thing is just be able to support somebody that's doing the same thing as others doing it and just seeing it grow the way it grow. And so you're saying that because you were on the south side, people felt that it wouldn't grow or it wasn't going to have the turnout. Because in the beginning it wasn't having with the birds, the flowers, and the trees, the turnout that you wanted it to be on the south side. Because even myself, when I do open different places or I try different business, that's one of my biggest thoughts is processes that will it succeed with this type of business succeed here. So what gave you the understanding, because I also read that your finance guidance kind of helped you decide what this would work or wouldn't work, or how did you,
um
because a lot of people do have or want business out south or had a business out south and it didn't work.
Well, the issue that I was running into was finding a location to rent. So I've been doing it for about 3 years. Me and the art teacher at my school did one for the staff, and it was such a success that we were like, let's keep doing it. And so we were doing kind of like a co-share where we were renting spaces and holding painting sips. And then I just kind of said last summer, like, I'm going to do this for real. And in the process of trying to find a space to rent, I looked in Chatham, I looked in Woodline. African American owners told me arts don't do well in our community, and they would not rent to me. And so when I went in South Shore, I let the spirit guide me to South Shore because I was literally just like driving up and down the streets looking at properties that weren't rented, calling. Um, and my landlord, my current landlord, Dennis, he was like, "Okay, we'll give it a try." And he's an awesome guy, but it's unfortunate that he gave me an opportunity and he's not African American, and the African American men just looked me stone in the face like it's not going to do well. The arts don't do well in our community. So just going back to the entrepreneur tips, you gotta, take risk, and if you really believe in it, then that risk, it'll be it'll be worth it. Just doing it for 3 years and really now just getting the momentum. um Another thing is learning your market, and it may be hard to know just starting out. Like, it's taken me 3 years to figure out that my target market is women between the ages of 35 and 44. Like, that's who is showing up in my events, that's who's selling my events out, that's who have similar interests to me. So yeah.
And then the good thing about it is that your location is not a bad location, and I've been there, and I like
Woo!
the atmosphere was cool. It wasn't overbearing. It was a really nice atmosphere, and I just wish you much success. And I wish
Thank
that
you.
I want you guys, all my audience listeners, to definitely go out and support her. Where are you located at? And
Pink.
y'all know I'm not a city girl, so for me
Rita
to
came
drive
down and
all
had
the
a
way
good
out in the
time.
city, it had to be something. I am not a city girl because I don't know where I'm going. I don't even know how to get around downtown.
GPS, Rita, GPS.
GPS, when you get downtown, you lose signal. It's just too many issues. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn because I love downtown and I love going down there. I just don't know how to get around down
In time.
there. Okay.
Pink Giraffe Art Studio. We're located in South Shore, 2340 East 75th Street.
And you are what you do Fridays and Saturdays and
So
or
currently we're doing Friday and Saturday every week for the most part. You could get the most up to date event information on Eventbrite. Just put in my name, Pink Giraffe Art Studio, or also like me on Facebook or Instagram.
so do you offer? Have you ever been did the Groupons yet?
I did. I actually started off with Groupon, and it's really interesting that you brought that up because someone had reached out to me from the University of Chicago. They're doing a study on apps and companies like Groupon and how they drive business. And so when I started with Groupon, and the one or two customers that I was getting was coming from Groupon. But Groupon, they kind of have, they want half of your cost. So it's good if it's driving people in the door. But I didn't renew my contract with Groupon because I wasn't
Getting
selling
any
out
else?
shows from Groupon.
I guess it just depends on what type of business you have that Groupon offer, or what you can use for Groupon. If you are up and driving company, it probably will work for you.
Maybe
But
be more. I mean, it drove customers into my door, just not.
the way you wanted it to.
Yeah, absolutely not how it is right now. And I don't
Right.
know, maybe that was just because the phase that I was in terms
Mhm.
of my business growing. So I'm definitely open to going back to Groupon and testing that theory to
To
see
see, yeah.
now that Facebook and Eventbrite is kind of working in my favor. And
Intellectual radio is on, so
yes,
different people are hearing you right now. iHeartRadio,
awesome.
Speaker, YouTube. So a lot of people are definitely hearing you right now, and that's going to draw your business. That's the purpose of the show, is to draw more business to your business,
Thank you.
and definitely support the small business owners, because as a small business owner myself, I understand how hard it is to drive customers, and the worst thing ever, our own people do not support us as much as they should,
Mhm.
and that's sad to know. So and I just definitely would like you guys to definitely go out, even if you just do one show. I'm telling you, you're really going to enjoy it. She's very good at what she do. For me to draw Jill Scott, even though she started off looking like jacked up by the end of
But we
it,
fixed her.
well,
We
but she
fixed her.
fixed her up and she looking all good, and I show everybody. I was like, look at my Jill Scott, because I definitely I'm a Jill Scott fan. So so definitely go out, support her. Friday or Saturday, get a group of girls together. She booked because her space is not a huge space. So when she said booked up, she means booked up. There is no more room for no one else.
Our
So
capacity is 48.
48.
Yeah.
So that means that you need to, if you're gonna book, and she have great. If you even go on her Facebook page, Pink Giraffe, you can see all the different artists that she's done. She's did uh all the most, some of the good known ones. She just did,
Michael Jackson. I just
yeah,
did Prince, Jill Scott, Lauren Hill was it was heat. It was lit. I mean, the picture is amazing. And I think the most rewarding thing about this is um it's motivated by like things that I think are beautiful, and to be able to sell out a show, that means all of those people who were there also thought it
it
was
was
beautiful.
beautiful.
Like, so that's like the most rewarding thing.
And the parking is not bad either. So you can definitely park on the street. So that's not a problem. So you have no reason to go out and to support. Yes, it's on the south side, I must say, but you'll be fine. If I say you'll be fine, you'll be fine. Just go out and support her business. Definitely that's what we want to do. We want to support everyone. I also want to take this time before we wrap it up. I want to say congratulations to Cassandra Trent and her husband. As you know, they were on my show maybe a couple months ago. All About the Money was the name of his play. And at that time, they were working on getting their business into Walmart, which kudos to them. It is definitely in Walmart. So you can pick up a copy at your local Walmart store. And guess what? You can support them also and see the whole entire play on Amazon. So they are on Amazon Prime. I just want to
Congrats.
say congratulations to the both of them. I love you guys from the pit of my heart. You know it. I've been knowing Cassandra since she was a little high school girl, and their family is part of that's my church family. I've been knowing them for umpteen years, but I just wanted to send a good shout out. I've been following them. I've been following their work. I've been following what they're doing. I'm proud of both of them. I'm definitely proud of her because we ran it hard back in the day. We ran hard. But I want to say I love you guys. Congratulations. And Miss Erica, I want to thank you for joining us today, and thank
Thank
you
you
for
for having
joining
me.
being a part of our show and our conversation, which was an awesome conversation. We definitely going to continue this conversation on on Facebook because I definitely can't wait to read what Miss Cassandra had to say, but I can imagine what she said. And I would like to thank my guests and thank you guys for joining us this morning. So please make sure that you support her. Please make sure you go on our Facebook Live and like and share at Storytime Radio and like it. I would like to leave this special comment. Continue to love one another, bless one another, and encourage each other. And I thank you for tuning in to Storytime with your special host, Miss B on Intellectual Radio. Remember to be safe and be careful out here and have a prosperous weekend. Love you guys to the sky, and I can't wait to talk to you again in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.